is BangocheFM. Sunday, actually, it's Monday. It's not Sunday. It's Monday night streaming. We're gonna do a little bit of programming tonight. So today was President's Day. I didn't do much. I woke up very late in the afternoon, and I set some intentions for things I want to achieve today. And basically, the bathroom I have in my house was so messy. The intention was clean the bathroom, and that took some time. But it's clean, it's spotless. I even did the walls. I even cleaned out the stuff inside of the sink, like under the plunger. I went crazy. So that's taken care of. Ordered some food. I ordered a pizza with Beyond Meat, and it was from a good place. It's a Detroit pizza, so that was kind of cool. So I figured, okay, I want to stream a little bit tonight. I don't want to play FM all the time, so I want to freshen things up and do something else, since I do want to start working on some personal projects. And one of those is for me to learn RustLang in my spare time. So we're going to do RustLang. We're going to walk through the second chapter of the Rust programming language book, and then we're going to go from there. I'm going to open this in a new tab. I'm going to make a command to talk about what we're actually working with here. I'm going to make a command in Nightbot right now to actually show you the book. So that way I'm not just talking about something in the abstract, that you actually can go through and click, and you can follow along if you want as I'm working through this book. What should we call the command? We should call it that's the book we're using. So we should learn RustLang. I should call it Rust. It's not RustLang, but I think it's another way to refer to Rust is RustLang. Learn the Rust. It's kind of funny because I think people might actually see Rust and think about the actual post-apocalyptic survival game, which might mean I might get unintentional traffic, which would be kind of interesting and amusing, especially since I do watch Rust streams. I'll call it book. We'll make a command here to talk about the book we're using. If we go into chat, we'll call this a book. I think that should work. Did it not save? What? What's wrong with this? I have to go fix it tonight. Go to Rust. Let's edit this. Let's get rid of this alias. Doesn't like the alias. Get rid of the alias. Submit that. There we go. Okay, so that's the book we're going to be using to follow along. Also, I don't like this music. The music is too upbeat. I want something like chilled. I want some chilled lo-fi stuff. This is a little too upbeat here. I want something a little more Gustav-y. Yeah. That's what I'm looking for. That's the vibe I'm looking for. That's the vibe I'm looking for. So we're gonna get into it right now. We're gonna stop pussyfooting about. We're gonna get all up in here. Let's set up our development environment. Let's make sure we have our we're gonna make a separate window for our stuff here. Wait, where'd it go? No. A separate window for our notes, our coding environment. We need a window for our pages here. Click here. I'm gonna click on that. I'm gonna pull the programming language book out. We're then gonna move that into the same environment. Let's check on our environment right now. I want one part to have, get rid of that. Can we not have this right now? These notifications. We're gonna have one part be the book. The other part will be the code editor on one side. And I also want to take notes on the book as well. So we're gonna have another little thing for our notes. Our desktop's gonna be a mess, basically. It's gonna be a mess. It's gonna look a little messy. but in a good way. It's gonna be a good mess. So this book, I think this particular chapter doesn't have quizzes, but usually this book is meant to be interactive. So we're gonna work on simulating the environment. We also need a shell, don't we? We need a shell. PowerShell, please. We're gonna need a shell maybe to work on some stuff as well. We'll minimize that in case we need it later. And we're gonna get into this. Let's click on software dev. Let me get my stream up in a different window so I can actually see whether or not I am good or bad. I should be good. Is that working? Mute the site. Okay, mute the site totally. And we're going to switch to our software development environment. We're also going to, wait, we should not do that. We should go back to chatting for a second. Something's not working. Something is not working. Something's not working. I should take off the pin message. That's right. The message is pinned. We should remove that. Let's take out the pin message. Okay, that campaign is done. We should probably remove the timer for that. Also, thanks to everyone who donated for that particular effort to help the survivors of the earthquakes in Syria and Turkey. I appreciate all the funds you sent. Let's stop that timer. And okay, we're good. That should be great. All right, I think we're good. I'm gonna switch back to our development environment. We're gonna click on software dev. We should have our stuff up. So let's look and see what we're supposed to work on today. Get rid of this. So I think today's exercise is supposed to be a work on creating a programming guessing game. Also, it's good that I do this as well so I can actually see. Why is that weird? That is weirdly canvassed. That is weirdly canvassed. I guess it's good because I can see my head. My head doesn't cut off a lot of the text. Okay, I guess that's not terrible. It's not great. I wanted to expand to the entire screen, but I guess I have to mess with that later. Any case, we're gonna work on chapter 2, which is programming a guessing game. We're gonna code over here in this window. We're gonna take notes over in this window as we work. So let's make a note. We're gonna call it programming. And we'll use it as a scratch paste as we actually interact with the game, interact with the language and whatnot. Nani? No, what's going on, man? I cannot hear alerts. I don't have my headphones on. But what's going on with you, sir? How you doing? How'd your day go? I think it might have played, but I don't think this scene has the alerts for this. I should probably add that, to be honest. Let's mess with that. I did fix that. But I don't think that this particular Streamlabs scene has the alerts browser enabled with it. So it probably would work if I worked in a different thing. Let me get your points back, though. Let's get your points back. Let me get your points back. Can I get your points back? How do I do that? I don't know how to do that. I guess I can't. Can I get your points back? I don't know how to do that. I'm not good with the streaming stuff. Not good at the stuff. But I'm decent with the codes. Actually, I can do that, can't I? Let's go to just chatting for a second. I can fix that. Hold on. We're gonna fix this right now. We're gonna work on some problems here. Also, these guys are talking, aren't they? I don't want that. Because I don't want them to be cussed out on my stream by accident. When they're doing that little rapidy, slappity, dappity stuff. Whenever we started doing that rapid stuff, I'm gonna hear an F bomb or a B bomb or something like that. I know I am. Let me check this. Yeah, we fixed the alerts, and I tested them, but I don't think I had them set up in that scene. We're gonna fix that right now. because it's gonna bother me. We're gonna go to Streamlabs. We're gonna find this guy. We're gonna go to our this, and we're gonna go to this camera here. We should have the sound alerts in here. Ah, there it is. I'm gonna copy that. Go back into software developer. Paste it. That's pasted. Now we're going to take it. I'm going to move it on top of my head. Now we're going to actually go to sound alerts. We're going to test this right now. We're going to test it out right now. See how loud it is. I want you to have your nani. Nani? Let's get to it. Nani? Omae wa mo shinderu. Nani? Omae wa mo shinderu. Click on the sound. Let's test it out. What? It's not working. Are you serious? I just fixed this a couple of days ago. I think they do something to the they do stuff to these alerts. I think they make it so you have to refresh these alerts all the time. I tested this like a week ago. I remember this. Okay, it's not working. Man, this sound alerts is more trouble than it's worth. It's bothering me now. Enigma, how you doing, man? I see you in the chat. What's going on? How's your day going, man? You can, but it's gonna bother me because I'm mad because I spent like 10 minutes trying to get this thing fixed. I'm upset because it's not working. That's why it's bothering me. Let's go here. We should go to help. It's gonna bother me now until I figure it out. Yeah, the points I probably can't give back. I think they're just gone. But I want to play the alert because now it's gonna bother me. It's gonna bother me till I get it working. Because I think I have to do some stuff with the let's go to help. Sound alerts. There it is, sound issues. Sound alert issues. I don't hear it. Oh, here it is. Let's check if the browser source is set to monitor and output. Okay, we're gonna do that right now. Check out the browser source. Properties. Properties. It is, okay. It's monitor and output. It's gonna bother me for a while. You can hear the alert. I can't hear anything. Let's see last. It's gonna bother me. It's gonna grind my gears. Ah, maybe I need to get the new source. How do I add the source? Add browser source. Add browser source. There it is. Okay. Ah, okay, I have to regenerate the URL. How do we do this? Head over over to Soundler's dashboard. Scroll on to see this on your screen. I use OBS. Okay. It's gonna bother me. I'm in coding mode. I'm in a problem-solving mode. I am in dashboard. It says we have to go to the dashboard and we have to scroll down. No, that's the wrong thing. Soundler's dashboard. And scroll down until you see this on your screen where it says implement the browser source. Okay, let's do that. Ah, here it is. Use Streamlabs. We're going to copy this. Go inside of the browser source. I'm going to hit it here. Paste it. Do not shut down the source. Close it. Now we're going to test it. Yeah, I'm in problem solving mode. I can't help it. I can't help it. It's going to drive me crazy. All right, we have that a new source copied. We're going to go back to the original sound. We're going to test it. I'm in problem solving mode. Can't let it go. Like Michael Jackson. I can't help it if I wanted to. Okay, can we now open this? My alerts. Channel points. Nani? I don't hear anything. This is so bad. This is so bad. They suck. Oh wait, do I not have it in this source either? Copy. Go to just chatting. Paste it in here. Aha! There it is. Ah, I found it. Put that up there. I'm gonna try this now. Try it again. I don't hear anything. Ah, they suck. The sound alert sucks, man. Sound alerts is bad. It's gonna bother me. It's going to bother me. It is going to bother me all night long. It's going to bother me all night long until I get it fixed. It's going to bother me. What's this? He says, by the way, I wrecked Bayern in season after I got stiffed. Did you win? And you wrecked Bayern, but did you win? I think you won, right? This is gonna bother me. My brain is in problem solving mode. It's gonna bother me. Won the league, nice. But how many points though? I do not hear anything. 13 points. Were they in the middle of rebuild? That's a lot. That's like legit a lot of them. Oh wait, I see something. I think it's working. Okay, let's try this. I think it's working. Let's try this. Let's try this. I don't hear anything though. Hey, kappa, kappa, hey, kappa, kappa, hey. Oh my god, that hurt so bad. I'm sorry, chat. That hurt so bad. That hurt really bad. Okay, we gotta cut this down a bit. Let's take down the browser source. Let's try that again carefully. Okay, chat, cover your ears just in case I mess this up. All right, cover your ears in case I mess it up. Okay. Now we're gonna try your actual alert. All right, let's try this again. It's working. My brain is working. We're getting. This is a warm up for coding. It's a warm up. Let's test it out now. All right, there we go. The problem is solved. That's our first problem tonight, is to get the sound alerts working. So now you have your nani. So nice. All right, that's the first problem. The second problem will be to get this coding working. We're going to do this. Here we go. Actual programming. I want to make sure we're doing what we promised. So I had to add the sound alerts browser source to the other scenes, and that should work. I haven't added it to this scene yet. I don't think I have. I think I have, but in any case. But yeah, you beat him by 13 points. Congratulations. Everyone in chat, give Noah a round of applause for beating Bayern, because they suck. Bayern sucks. Beat him up. That's hard to do in Germany too, because you know Bayern's set up to be like the dominant team, but apparently they're still human, especially now that we see this season. It's funny though, because like, why have Bayern not bought a striker? That's what I don't get. I don't know why they have not purchased a striker. Where's my software development? Where is my software development? Screen right here. My screen's not working. My software development screen. Wait, I think Streamlabs crashed. I think my Streamlabs just crashed. Did it? Maybe it didn't. I'm tripping. Oh, it's in the other screen. Okay. Oh, we gotta do the transition, don't we? That's why it wasn't working. I didn't transition it. Okay. So they nicked my striker afterwards. He wanted to leave. He valued at 60. I asked for 122, and they paid it, right? 122? That's good money. Homegrown talent going makes me sad. It's sad, but you know what? If you love someone, you must set them free. And Nick says, so after the event session I had last stream, I decided to start looking for jobs during my 4 weeks. Wait, you get 4 weeks notice? 4 weeks, not 2 weeks. Dude, you want to go, just go. Don't respect them. Don't be polite. Bounce. It's funny, in America, we talk about 2 weeks notice and they say, hey, you know what? Notice I'm gone for 2 weeks. But I'm guessing you're being a professional and you don't want to have a bad reputation. So I get what you mean though. We have 2 interviews this week and you got a lookout for better jobs. Nice. Everyone give Enigma a round of applause. Taking care of himself. It's a new beginning, man. It's a new beginning. It always hurts to leave a job, but it's a new beginning. I'm glad for you, man. Because life is literally too short. You cannot waste your life doing something that you're not feeling like it's worth your time and worth your effort. If it's stressing you out, that's gonna take some years off your life. Screw that. No job's worth dying for that. Screw that. We'll find a way. We will find a way. But okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do some programming. So, we're doing RustLang. Can I make this into dark mode? I want dark mode. How do I do browse dark mode? It's Microsoft Edge. How do I do that? I want this to go in the dark mode because this is gonna hurt my eyes. Edge, Microsoft Edge dark mode. Another problem to solve. Dark mode. How do I do this? Is there an extension for this? Settings, appearance. Okay, I gotta do a bunch of stuff here. Settings. Okay, I gotta go to settings. What's this say? Settings and more settings. More settings. Appearance? Ah, here we go. Dark mode. Nice. Will that work everywhere? No. Okay, is that working? Let's refresh this. Refresh. Nice. All right. We're good. Okay, we're set up. Everything's in dark mode. Donnie Darko. It's a EU thing. Since I worked at the company for more than 2.5 weeks, the notice is more than 2 weeks. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Oh, okay. That's not bad, actually. It's also a way to make sure you have a climb down period. Usually in America, or I should say maybe in North America, I'm not sure about the rest of the world, but usually like when you're quitting, the thing is 2 weeks, but people often take like a month or whatever, or maybe a week's notice. It can be up to just walk out. Most employment is like, what's the word? At will. But it's funny because when the layoffs were happening in a lot of the tech companies, what they were doing is, since you're a tech person and they're scared of you, if you're fired, like all the guys who got fired from like Twitter and other places, when they get fired, here's how they do it. They just lock you out. They literally lock you out of all the systems. They lock you out of the building. They take all your belongings, put them in a box, and then they send them to you later because they don't want you coming back into the office and saying RM star, delete everything, because you're mad that you lost your job. So usually they just lock you out. When if they think you're leaving, they just fire you and give you severance pay, or fire you and get you out of access. So I'm guessing they trust you a little bit more in that regard. 2.5 years. Oh, okay. Nice. All right, here we go. We're gonna do programming a guessing game. What do we? Can you guys see this properly? Is it like big enough for you guys to read? Because I will make it a little bigger. Do Control Plus. I want Control Plus over here. So I got old eyes. There we go. Hands-on programming. We're gonna learn about let, match, methods, and functions, and external crates. Explore some more concepts in detail. Programming a guessing game. Here's how it works. The program will generate a random number between 1 and 100. Will then prompt the player to enter a guess. After the guess is entered, the program will indicate whether the guess is too high or too low. If the guess is correct, the game will print a congratulatory message. There are no quizzes in this chapter. So just in case you guys are following along with this, the book we're following is this. This is basically an online version of a certain kind of book, but this book has quizzes in it as well. So we're going to do the quizzes at the same time. Let's set it up. Let's do this. Let's get into what's this one? I guess we're in the projects directory. I guess we should go make a new file in here. We can't do that. We should just go into the command directory, shouldn't we? Let's go inside of here. What is this? I don't know where we are. RustLang. CD. Do we put this in projects, or do we put this in a separate directory? I guess we go to projects. Run projects, and we're gonna follow what they say. Cargo. Nope. Cargo. New. Guessing game. And that should stick all this stuff directly into our junkety junk here. So it made a new directory called guessing game, source directory, and some git stuff. We're gonna CD into guessing game. Wait, I should check something real quick. I think we actually have don't we have a console? Don't we have a console in this thing? I thought we had a console inside of this, don't we? I could have sworn that this thing had a console or some sort of terminal in it. Oh, it does have a terminal. What do you know? There is a terminal. I was not wrong. Can't see it because it's too small. But there is a console inside of this. Let's make this a little smaller though. There is a console inside of this. All right. So we got to make setup new project. I'll do cargo new. That's easy. I got CD. Oh, that's good. That's wrong. That's straightforward enough as it is. Cargo new makes the new project. The second command is the name of the project. And what's next? Here we go. It wants to look at the cargo TOML file. This guy right here. What we got here? That's a little big. Let's make it smaller. That is a little big. What is this? Can I get rid of this, please? Take out the mini map. Okay, it's called a mini map. All right, what we got in here? We have the guessing game, the version and the edition, and some dependencies. Cargo new generates the hello world program for you. It's probably up here in the source directory. There it is. Compile this program and run it in the same step using cargo run. So we should be able to can we get rid of this, please? That's annoying. Should be able to actually, I don't like how small this is. I like something bigger. Let's go back into our actual PowerShell. That's bigger. Make it bigger for big eyes. Cargo run. Oh wait, we're in the wrong directory. That's a good thing to guess though. We're in the wrong directory. Cargo run. Okay, so it built an executable for us called guessing game. And the first part of the guessing game will ask for user input, process the input, and then check the input is in inspected form. Start will allow the player to input a guess. Enter the code into listing 2.1 into source main RS. All right. Let's type it in. I could copy and paste it, but you know what? I want to do it the hard way. Use std. Oh. It's very C-like syntax here. Function print. Thankfully, we have some sort of auto. What's the word? Auto completion in this code editor. Let moot guess equal to. I'm guessing this means this is a mutable variable. It might be very similar to other languages I recall, but often make all variables by default immutable, as in you can't change them at all. IO. Let's double those. Double. And these are interesting. Dot read. Line. This is very pointer-like. This feels like C. This feels like C. This feels like C. I'm getting like flashbacks to C programming language right here. This feels like C. That's the pointer to that variable, apparently. They probably will explain this in the book once we finish this. Ah, this is weird. Let's save it. I'm gonna go over it line by line. What is it saying here? Set up a new guy. Cargo run. What is this? Call this processing. I guess we'll just cut and paste our entire code snippet into here, into our noting system. 1, 2, 3. I don't like that. That's big. Okay. Use a standard input output. Use IO. So to obtain user input and then print the result as output, we need to bring in the IO input output library into scope. The IO. Oh, where did it go? The IO library comes from the standard library known as STD. So the IO library from the standard library. Okay. This is how they namespace it, apparently. All right. By default, Rust has a set of items defined in the standard library that bring into scope every program. This set is called the prelude. Wait, what? By default, Rust has a set of items defined in the standard library that it brings into the scope of every program. This set is called the prelude. And you can see everything in it in the standard library documentation. We'll have to look at that later. All right. Yeah. The thing is, I don't know Java. That's the thing. I avoided Java. When Java came out all those years ago, I avoided it. I was like, this is dumb. I know people were doing it because there was money in it, and we basically had built a lot of companies on Java. I just think C was the better option. I think just C was just too weird and too hard. All right, you saw in chapter 1, main function is the entry point into the program. The function main defines a new function, declares a new function, I should say. Parentheses indicate there are no parameters. And the curly bracket indicates the start and the end of the function. That's fine. Print lines, we know these are macros. This is not a function, it's a macro. I don't know what a macro is right now. These macros print the input to the screen. Storing values with variables. Next, we'll create the variable to store the user input like this. Let mute guess equals string new. Now the program's getting interesting. There's a lot going on in this little line. We use the let statement to create the variable. Here's another example. Let apples equal to 5. This line creates a new variable named apples and binds it to the value of 5. In Rust, variables are immutable. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Take some notes on this. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. what I thought. They're immutable. That's the hot stuff. Immutable by default. That's what I thought. That's the hot stuff. That's that heat. Safe programming means everything is just not writable. Let's do a code snippet real quick. Let apples equal to 5. Immutable. Mute bananas. Mutable. Also, we just learned comment structure here. Returning to the guessing game program, you know that let mute guess will introduce a mutable variable called guess. The equal sign is a value that guess is bound to, which is the result of string new. We create a mutable variable called guess, which is bound to the result of string new, a function that returns a new instance of the string. String is a type provided by the standard library that is a growable UTF-8 encoded bit of text. The double colon syntax of this line indicates that new is an associated function of the string type. An associated function with a function that implemented on a type, in this case string. This new function creates a new empty string. You'll find new on everything. There's a lot going on in this line right here. There's a lot going on in this line. Like a lot. It's done a lot in one shot. Okay. Receiving user input. Okay, so we got that out the way. So let mute guess equals string new. So let the guess variable let a mutable variable called guess be assigned a new string. Yeah, that's a lot. I don't even know how to say that right now. I don't have the words. Men, if you don't have the words, just say, I don't have the words to express what I'm saying right now. Don't dig a hole for yourself. Receiving input. Recall that we included the IO functionality from the standard library with this thing, stdio, which we have. I will call stdin. Standard input on the function from the IO module to allow us to handle user input. Okay. A lot going on here. What is this? Oh, okay. So standard library is basically doing this is a whole namespace for this. Standard library, the IO library, and then a standard input function. Standard input function returns an instance of std ::io ::stdin. All right. Which is the type that represents a handle to the standard input for your terminal. And apparently, if I'm reading this right, it seems very similar to how you can stack functions in Python. Like you say blah blah dot blah blah dot blah blah, with every dot being a way to refer to a function referring to another function referring to another function. I haven't coded in Python in a while, but it reminds me of that sort of stacking of functions. Let's read this though. Next, the readLine mute guess calls the readLine method on the mutable variable called guess on the standard input handle, get input from the user. We're also passing mute guess as the argument to readLine to tell it what string to store the user input in. The full job of readLine is to take whatever the user types, your standard input, and append that into a string. Oh. Wait, what's this? Alright. Let me read this again. Don't search for it, just look at it. The full job of readLine is to take whatever the user types into standard input and append it into a string without overwriting its contents. So we therefore pass that string in as an argument. The string argument needs to be mutable so the method can change the string's content. Oh, so we just passed in guess. It wouldn't do anything because guess will be immutable by default. We pass in a mutable variable to allow the readLine function to append it into that string. The ampersand indicates this is the reference, which gives you a way to let multiple parts of your code access one piece of data without needing to copy that data into memory multiple times. Pass by reference. Oh my god, I'm remembering this stuff from like introductory to comp sci. I hated this. I hated this so bad. Really hated this. Because they spent like a week and a half explaining pass by value, pass by reference. I get it, but I never got it when they were teaching us this. It was so crazy. I remember this. I remember this. Vaguely. Pass by reference. Can't read that, can we? Can we hide the sidebar, please? There we go, that's easier. There we go. That's my reference. Using the ampersand. To avoid I remember this. References are a complex feature, and one of Rust's major advantages is how safe it is to use references. You know a lot. Da 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 da. Okay. We're still working with this line of code. We're now discussing a third line of text, but note this is still a single part with the same logical line. This is what I thought too, because these little dots make me think you probably put all this on one line. Like dot read line, dot expect. That's what I thought. This is all one line of code apparently. Yep, just as I thought, right there. So I guess the suggestion is to break it up into separate lines. Dot method, syntax name. As mentioned earlier, read line puts whatever the user enters into the string and we pass it, but it also returns the result value. Result is enumeration. Huh? Whoa, 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 what's going on here? What's going on here? Whoa, 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 whoa. Brain is broken right now. Brain is broken right now. What's going on here? Why can't I move this? Okay, there we go. It's too small. Ah, okay. So this returns the result from readline, the result is enumeration, which means a discrete set of values it could return as, called an enum. All right, so dot readline returns an enumeration. This is called an enum. It can each state the need. This is a lot. Each state the enum can have is called a variant. All right, that's a lot going on right there. Or okay, or error. So it worked or it failed. Okay indicates the operation was successful, and inside okay is the successfully generated value. The error variant means the operation failed, and error contains information about how or why the operation failed. Values of the result type, like any other type, have methods on them. An instance of result has an expect method that you can call. So in and of itself, for readline, this would just say okay or error. And I'm guessing we're calling expect on what again? So this returns a result. There should be an expect method available to us. Okay. If the readline method returns an error, it would likely be the result of the error coming from an underlying operating system. If this instance of result is an okay value, expect will take the return value of that okay. Whoa. I'm hearing stuff. The true Zach Pack. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Hope you're having a great day, or a great morning, or a great evening, wherever you are. I am BangocheFM. This is laid back, not good at coding content on Twitch. Hope you're having an amazing time watching. I am not a programmer. We're gonna learn some stuff though. Let's mess with this a little bit. So, all right, I get that. Where were we? I forgot. I lost the train of thought. So this returns okay or error. If it returns okay, we can call expect on the okay value. Otherwise, it should return error, and it should pop up with some diagnostic information. If you don't call expect, the program will compile, but you'll get a warning. So this should handle everything. If we didn't call the expect method on this. Rust warns you haven't used the result value returned from readline, indicating the program has not handled a possible error. Okay. The right way to suppress the warning is to actually write error handling, but in our case, we just want to crash this program when the program occurs. So it's trying to be protective of what you're doing. So it's gonna either force you to write code to deal with this, or actually warn you if you're not handling the expect. All right. Printing values with print line placeholders. Let's see. Build will fail. Let's fix this. Okay. Tabs has an expect method. diagnostic. What am I doing? Just saying. Diagnostic info. On failure. Okay. Print values with print line. Print line macro. They have not explained macros to us yet. I'm just trusting that macros are something we should care about. All right. One more line is this. Print line, you guessed, guess. And that looks straightforward. Curly brackets is a placeholder. What does that mean? You can print more than one value using curly brackets. This is common syntax I've seen before. I've seen this in Python F strings. Yeah, let's copy that. We're going to use that. We're going to do select copy. We're going to do this. We're going to do scroll down a little bit. We're going to do code thingamajiggy. There we go. Let's run it. Okay, we guessed 7. Yay! Okay. What do we do now? Got the first part with the cargo run. Generate a secret number. We probably need to add some sort of library that does this for us. We need a crate. A crate basically is a way to refer to a package, I think. Yeah. Using a crate to get more functionality. A crate is a collection of Rust source code files. The rand crate is a library crate. We must use, before we can use this random crate, we must modify the cargo TML file to include the rand crate as a dependency. We should have that open right now. I think they mean go in here. What is the latest version of this, though? Let's look at the best. I want the best. I want the hot stuff. I want Rust crate rand version. Okay, what does this say? 0.85. I want the hot stuff. I want the hotness. I want the new hotness. I want the hotness. Okay, let's save this. Before we do that, let's get into PowerShell. I'm doing some Git stuff with guessing game. Basic user input. All right, we're good. We've edited this. We added this with a higher version to the cargo TML file. Tom's markup language file. Dependencies here. Tell cargo which external crates your project depends on. Cargo understands semantic versioning. So major, minor, and bug fixes. 0.83 is actually shorthand for this, which means any version that is at least this, but below 9. I didn't know this. That's interesting. That is interesting. Let's add using crate. I didn't know that. I didn't know you could do that, unless that's something that's just a quirk of the Tom's markup language. We're gonna add sections, add dependencies in cargo.tml. Use semantic versioning tricks. I didn't realize you could do that. Three. At least. That is interesting. 3, but below 0.9.0. Okay. Cargo considers these versions to have public APIs compatible with 0.8.3, and this specification ensures you'll get the latest patch release that will still compile with the code in this chapter. Any version 0.9.0 or greater is not guaranteed to have the same API, which is not unfair. Let's do a cargo build. Run cargo build. Let's try it. And there it goes. It's downloading the latest and greatest. Rand crate. You may see different version numbers popping up. They will all be compatible due to the semantic versioning. When we include an external dependency, cargo fetches the latest versions of everything that dependency needs from the registry, which is a copy of data from crates.io. Okay. All right. Cargo fetches latest versions from registry. Copy of data from crates.io. Is that a URL? Copy link. I'm going to add that in here. I think we go like this, right? Oh, we can't. This is actually it's actually text. There it is. If you immediately run cargo build again without any changes, you won't get any output from the finish line. Cargo knows it already downloaded and compiled the dependencies, and you haven't changed anything about them in your cargo TOML file. Let's just run that again. It should be, does nothing. They didn't lie. If you open the source.main, make sure we change build again. We'll see 2 lines output. These lines show how cargo only updates the build with your tiny change to the source main.rs file. Your dependencies have not changed, so cargo knows it can reuse what it already has downloaded and compile for those. Ah, what's this? With cargo.lock. What does that mean? Cargo will only use the versions of the dependencies you specified until you indicate otherwise. Oh, we can lock our dependencies in. So when you first build a project, Cargo figures out the versions of all the dependencies that fit the criteria and writes them to the cargo.lock file. We should be able to view that, I think. Yep. This file is automatically generated. It's not intended for manual editing. Oh, crap. Okay. Because this is important, it's often used for reproducible build. Okay. Is it in here? Ah, what's this? Ah, get ignore has a lock file. Interesting. This is something different. I think my get ignore actually ignores lock files. But I'm guessing in this case we might not want to do that. You know what, screw it. Should give me a complaint. For the vibes. For the vibes. Oh, we should have done the older version, huh? Let's try it again. Let's change this to we'll change it to 0.3. It should rebuild. And we'll say cargo build. Wait, is that gonna cargo update? Wait, did I save this? I didn't do that, did I? Save. I don't think it did anything. cargo build. Okay. Cargo build. Okay, it just doesn't do what I expected, but okay, that's fine. Generating a random number. Let's do this. Give me my numbers here. Got 3 of those. 3. Generating a random number. Random number. Here we go. It's the fun stuff. Let's get into some fun stuff here. All right, let's go back into the source main. We're gonna add use rand RNG. For real? RNG, like video games. Okay. Guess the number. We're gonna say let secret number equal to probably rand. I thought. Hold on. It doesn't auto guess what the rest of these things are. I don't think it's smart enough to do that yet. RNG. There might be some plugins to this studio thingamajiggy to actually guess what these are. Otherwise, I have to know what these are on my own. All right. So your number is bang input. Wait, that's broken. They did that wrong, didn't they? They did that wrong. Why are we printing the same number? Are we printing the number out before we're actually like why are we printing out the secret number before we actually why are we doing this? Why are we printing out the number before we actually... Why are we printing out the number before we allow the person to guess? That's weird, but okay. Why are we doing that? First we have the line rand RNG. RNG trait defines numbers that generate random number generators, blah, blah, blah. Writing 2 lines in the middle. First line we call the rand thread RNG. It gives us the particular random number generator that we're going to use, one that is local to the current thread execution and seeded by operating system. Next, we're going to call genRange. Generate a number based on that range from that method. This method is defined by the RNG trait to be brought into scope using the rand RNG statement. Using the use rand RNG statement. GenRange takes the range expression as an argument and generates a random number in the range. And that's that weird syntax here. You won't just know which traits to use and which methods and functions to call from a crate. Which crate has documentation with instructions for using it. Ah, what's this? Another neat feature of Cargo is running cargo doc-open will build documentation provided by all dependencies. And open it in browser. Oh, nice. Get out of here. That's nice. I like that. I appreciate that. I like that. Just generate the doc and tell me how to use it. I like that. It's efficient too. That's efficient. Which I want to copy this as well. Give me this right here. Give me that as well. Cargo cargo doc dash open. Click on desired crate in sidebar. Let's run that now, actually. Let's actually run that right now. Let's try that. Cargo doc dash open. Oh, get out. That's nice. Local doc. And I can just click on this, right? And it gives me code samples. There's a book on this? There's a Rust random book. All right, I like that. That's kind of neat. I appreciate that. Okay. What's next? Cargo run it a few times. All right, let's do this. Cargo run. Doing a cargo run. Okay. This probably has to end up looping, I think. Also, I don't like the way that's formatted. Running should rebuild it. There it goes. Let's try that again. Let's try like text. Doesn't really guess anything. Doesn't actually error check to see this is what this is. It takes whatever I give it. Numbers, letters, whatever. It doesn't actually detect whether or not I'm doing a number or characters by the looks of it. Okay. What is that? This code does not compile. Okay. You gave it to me. You literally gave me this code and said it doesn't compile. All right. Now let's do the comparison. This should be 2 of these, right? 3. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Comparing, yes. Secret number. How do we do that? Okay, they know the code will not compile. Okay, they already know this. This might get a little hairy, I think. Handle the possible return values of comparing 2 numbers. We have yes and no. What is the statement? Use STDI standard library comparison crate or library ordering library. Okay. We add another use statement bringing a type called this into scope. Ordering type is another enum and is variants of less, greater, and equal. It looks inefficient. Oh, this is a lot going on right here. Okay. If match the guess dot compare with secret number. Okay, this is where the meat of the comparison happens. And then it looks kind of like a case statement here, but it's not. guessing that this actually gauges whether or not these exist or not. I guess these are the enums that come from this. What is this? The comp method compares two values that can be called anything. We compare this guess to secret number. Okay, so this does a comparison. It returns a variant of ordering using the use statement. We use a match expression. Decide what to do next. A match expression is made up of arms. Okay, that's an interesting way to make a DSL. A match with arms. What? Why? Why do they call it arms? That's weird. Why you call it arms? I don't understand that. Why would you call this arms? Let's just copy the whole thing here. Why would you call that arms? That's interesting. A call to arms. So we bring STD. Bring STDs into scope. Bring your STD into scope. I am 5 years old, apparently. Bring your STD into scope. Bring your STD into a microscope. Ordering type has 3 variants. Less, greater, and equal. What's this? Who's in my chat? Alex Rios. No. Wait, so, wait a second. Give me a second. Give me a second to read chat. Hold on a second. I'm not reading chat. I'm zoning out. What's going on, Alex? No. You didn't make me quit anything. We're just changing the content a little bit. I need to freshen my brain up. So yeah, we might do a little bit of FM after we finish this, but we're still in Turkey. When did we leave you last, Alex? We've not quit Turkey yet. Although I am thinking about quitting Turkey sometime soon. I do have a chance for another league title in a higher division. And also we have recently engaged in some giant killing in the Turkish Cup. I'll show you all of that, don't worry. We just beat a Super League team in the last round of the Turkish Cup. We're through to the round of 32. The problem is we have another team. We're actually taking on the current cup holders in Başakşehir. So they're going to be our next match in the cup, which means we might get knocked out. Oh, okay. Yeah, you should watch yesterday's episode. That's where we did the giant killing. But we are still top of the league. I am job hunting actively, though. I am job hunting. Although I'm applying for jobs just to get a sense about where we can actually get a job at. I think I'm currently a 2.5 to a 3-star coach, but I don't get any opportunities given to me. It feels like I'm just on the edge of being able to receive an opportunity, but I'm not there yet. So we're going to stick with Turkey maybe one more year. We'll finish the season. We'll go deep in the cup, and then we'll think about quitting. I do want another title under my belt, though. And the team is exciting. A team of Wonder Kids. It's exciting. But we're winning too easily, though. Any case, let's finish this. We're close. Okay, we're close. Here we go. All right. This is it right here. All right, here we go. So we understand this. So it's a match expression. made of arms. Each arm has a pattern to match against. Rust takes the value given to match and looks through each of the arms pattern in turn. Patterns in the match construct are powerful features. This is kind of like a case statement. So this is the match pattern, and these are the individual arms. 3 arms to this match pattern. They know it won't compile. They're just showing it to us. Ah, okay. I guess I'm gonna have to cast. That's the thing I noticed before compiling this. It didn't actually detect whether or not there was a number or a string. I'm guessing the next thing they're gonna show us is how to change this string number into an actual number to do the comparison with. Mismatch types. Rust has strong static type system. It also has type inference though. So this inferred would be a string. It didn't make us write the type. Secret number is a number type. The reason for the error is that Rust cannot compare a string and a number type. That's what I thought. I want to convert the string into a number. Add that into this line here. Let's do this. What is this? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Ah, okay. What is this? Wait a minute. 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 What are we doing here? Wait a minute. So we're here, okay. That says we're gonna do guess, which is weird. What is this? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? We're doing some crazy stuff. What is this? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? I don't feel like typing. We're gonna paste all that in right there. Okay, this part I get. This is the match statement with 3 arms. We created this. We said enter your guess. This is the string. And then what is this? I guess they're going to explain what this is doing. This is probably the code to change the string into a number. But how do they do that? You missed an episode. Aren't you subscribed to my YouTube? You're on the YouTube, man. You should get notifications, man. So disappointed you, Alex. But yeah, we're still in Turkey. We haven't left yet. We're still there. I think our next job, I have applied for jobs in Italy, Spain, Bosnia, and Serbia. It's kind of weird though, because I realize all the jobs I'm applying for, I'm being forced north. We started in Libya, moved to Turkey, and we're gonna end up going Bosnia, Serbia, Italy, Spain. Because every job right now on the continent, with the exception of a couple of Moroccan jobs, or maybe some of them in Egypt or Tunisia, I'm overqualified for. You caught me during sleep. Thought you were an insomniac, man. Be like me. Don't sleep. How dare you sleep? How dare you? You're sleeping on me. You're sleeping. You're missing out, man. Prime content. You're missing out. My brain is scrambled. No, what's going on? Well, listen, Noah, if you want to follow along, you can. I have a link into the book. You can basically you have to install Rust, and then you can follow the book along. It's not that bad. This is just new syntax. This is very. The syntax is not straightforward. This is something different. And they're showing us a lot of stuff in a very small program. So we already created this variable called guess up here with the string. And I guess we can do the same thing again. So apparently we're allowed to reuse the same variable name. We're binding this variable, the new one called guess, to where we're taking the original guess, which was a string, we trim it, we parse it, and we expect to type a number. So trim makes sense. We take out the white space, and then okay. So if they type this in, it's going to be, this will be the string here. So trim takes out all the leading and trailing white space. The parse method on strings converts a string to a different type. We use this to convert this to a number. So parse will make this into the number. Let guess this 32. The colon after guess tells Rust we want to annotate the variable's type. So we're going to say let guess be an unsigned 32-bit integer. So, okay. So basically, the code is done here. So the guess will be a string. We're using the guess variable name, so that's safe to do. Guess trim, remove all the white space. Parse will convert this into... I don't know how exactly parse works. Unless parse must work in conjunction with this thing right here. And then once this is done, it'll return a result object, which have two variants, okay or error. Okay is fine. Error will say, please type a number. Okay. So parse just simply says whether or not it can be a number or not. Okay, I know what's going on now. I know exactly what's going on. So from here, guess equals to a string new. We type in the string of a number, 5 character turn. So it's gonna be 5 character turn. We reuse the same variable here, which is safe to do. The trim function removes leading and trailing white space. So any sort of leading space, trailing space removed. Any character turns removed. Just a pure string. Nothing else in it. Well, a pure string could contain a character string, but you know, a string all by itself. No leading, trailing white space. We then say parse. Parse will simply say whether or not this string can become a number or not. It's not going to convert it into a number. It's simply saying, does this string represent a number potentially? If it's yes, it'll return an okay variant. If it's no, it'll return the error variant. And let's assume that it's yes. You're saying parse simply says yes, whatever you enter can become a number. And if that's true, this part right here says, hey, create a new variable or shadow the same variable called guess, an unsigned 32-bit integer based upon this thing right here. That's if it works. If it fails, then it will give us this error here. So let's run it. Let's run it. If I just say blah, blah, blah. Wait, did I save this? I'm not sure. Did I save this yet? Save it. Or did we not add this? We didn't add that, did we? We didn't add the, we have to add the stuff here. Gotta add the heat. We did not add that stuff, did we? It kind of warned me here too. Let's do cargo build. Type this in. That's what I thought. Invalid digit. If I say 7, there it is. I'm bad at troubleshooting. Programming is troubleshooting on steroids. So I am Arnold Schwarzenegger for you right now, FT Noah. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I'm doing it to you. I'm doing it to you. I'm learning too, so don't worry. So now I understand that. I understand that. So basically, parse does not actually convert it into a number. Parse simply says, can this be a number? Does this string represent a number? And if that's true, the U32 does the actual work of making it into a number. Although this syntax is kind of counterintuitive. It's a cast. We're casting it into that, I think. But actually, is that actually true? Casting might be different. We're not actually casting anything. It's immutable, so we're probably copying it into another variable. But in any case, it's not a cast. Get to the chopper. Get to the chopper. All right. I forgot where we're at. Okay, we're not here. Okay, there we are. Here we go. Now we gotta go to the next section. We're almost there, chat. We're almost there. Allowing multiple guesses. We're almost there. We almost have a functioning thingamajig here. How do we loop this? Just type in loop, apparently. All right. This is not efficient. This is not efficient at all. We're gonna do this. We have to indent this, I think. Gonna have to indent this. Tab. I think that works. So we get our initial guess. We generate the secret number, and then we loop. How do we get out of here, though? How does this break? save it. Let's build it. Build it. 4, 9, 12, 18, 17, 16. How do I get out of here? How do I get out of here? That's bad. We have no way to break out of here. Are you coding? Are you coding how to press spacebar while AFK? Huh? Are you coding how to press spacebar while AFK? What does that mean? I'm confused. Oh, the homegrown wonder kid that stinked me. I swear. Okay, real talk, chat about FM stuff. In every single FM, whenever a player who's a big part of your team moves to a new club, it's reliable. They always tear an ACL or they tear a hip and they're out for 4 months. Every time something like that has happened, it's always been that way. I did an Arsenal rebuild. We sold Alexander Lacazette to Lyon. He goes to Lyon. He breaks his leg. He's out for 4 months. I sell Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang to Inter Milan. He goes to Inter Milan. Tears his hip. He's out for 4 months. I think maybe because they're out of shape, and also because they may have a different sort of training regimen. Basically, if they are being sold, they're probably not getting game time. They're not being fit. It's just reliable. I think there's some sort of variable in FM where if they go to a new club, they're simply more injury prone. Style of football, pressing intensity, training facilities, something about newly transferred players makes them susceptible to injuries. Yeah, there's a code to do that. Alex, there's a feature that does that automatically. There's an FM feature that does that. I think there's already a feature that does auto continue. You know that, right? There's an auto continue feature in FM that does that for you. I never use it because I don't want it to do that. It already exists. I think I don't know the feature. Big man on campus uses it. He told me about it. Either that or you can simply use a macro. There's Windows macros too. Yeah, that feature exists. I could have sworn. I don't use it, but I've heard about it. We'll look it up. We'll look it up. I think it exists. But it already does that. I think it already exists. I think it already, I could swear it already exists. I think that already exists. I think it's there. I think that already exists. I could swear, yeah. I think it already exists. I swear it does. If someone in the chat who plays FM knows, let Alex know. I think that exists. I don't use that. I could have sworn that exists somewhere, doesn't it? Auto continues online saves, as far as I know. Okay. Huh. Here we go. Let's edit this. We're gonna say you win. What is this? Adding the break after the line, you win. Okay. So after they win, here we go. This is a different sort of thing here. Print line. This is like an extra bit of code, apparently. Break. This is different. Okay, we'll save it. We'll run it. right, that works. Great. Now we'll handle invalid input. So to handle invalid input, let's check this out here first. 1, 2, 3. Quitting after a correct rest. We're gonna copy this right here. We're gonna be lazy. We're gonna be lazy because basically people think programmers code stuff. They just copy and paste it. And for real, the whole talk about programmers going to Stack Overflow, it's real. That is totally legit. I don't know how many times I've gone on Stack Overflow, had someone fix my problem by accident with very, very old Stack Overflow articles. Now I gotta Google this now. Let's see. Oh, here it is. Ah, I found it. I found something. Here, I'll send it to you in the chat, Alex. I think it's this right here. I think it's this. No, that's the wrong thing. No. I would say check your game for this. Look at the second comment from Kraith. Yeah, his name is Kraith. It's preferences, and then search at the top for continue. You can have it auto continue if you don't touch after 1, 2, or 5 seconds. Yeah, it's called continue game timeout. I've never used it. I've never used it. I don't want anything happening to my game. I've never used it. That might be it. I'm surprised you didn't know about. I'm surprised you didn't know about that, Alex. Glad to help. Glad to help. Yeah, Big Man used that a lot because Big Man doesn't like clicking. He told me about he found a way to do that because he doesn't like clicking on stuff. He plays it differently than I do though. But you know, good stuff. I'm glad I'm glad we figured that out. I was curious too. All right, let's handle some invalid input here. Ah, here we go. Basically, we're using more of these variants here. We're gonna go into the let guess equals this, and then apparently we got to do this thing here. So we're not doing expect anymore. We're gonna do something different. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna say okay. Okay. Is equal to none. And then we're gonna say I'm guessing that this underscore might actually be some way to return diagnostic output to the user with whatever it normally would do anyway. So the parse method we get, the trim is everything's fine. Okay, num's equal to num. Okay. So the parse returns a result, and the result is either okay or error variant. This is another, what do they call it? Wait, this is wrong. Let's get rid of that. Is that incorrect? Am I doing this wrong? Am I doing this wrong? Huh. Oh, I am doing that wrong. It needs what's this thing complaining about though? I'll just copy pasta this. I don't trust this right now. I'll just copy pasta. What's wrong with this? Oh, it's just complaining. I didn't save it, that's why I was complaining. Never mind. So the parse just simply returns either result or error. The result is okay, it's okay. If it's an error, I guess that will print out something that will tell us something useful. Underscore is catch-all value. I guess we can specify what exact kind of error value we want here. This is probably bad and good. Good enough for this program, probably not great, because I suspect if it's like Python, they want you to explicitly say we're catching a particular kind of error. And this is also a match pattern, apparently. It's a match pattern the same way that this is a match pattern as well. And I guess it's matching against whatever's returned from this function. So whatever's returned from here, it's matching against here. Same thing for this. The match, actually it says match right there explicitly. I didn't read that. I didn't see that. Okay, it actually is a match. That's different. An error, just continue. Let's run it. Run it. 5, 15, 30, 25, 20, 21, 23. There you go. We're learning stuff today, chat. Wait, are we done? Yeah, let's get rid of the printing the number. I don't know why we did that. We can get a comment, right? Save it. Let's run it. I think we're done. I'm gonna just turn 15. All right, I think we did it. Chat, we did it. We created a full-fledged guessing game program written in Rust. It's all done. Here's the whole thing right here. Only took about 2 hours. And I hear the applause. I hear it. I hear stuff. Yay! We did it. All right, chat, let's save this. We'll put this in version control. Let's go here. Let's go diff. Git add dot completed finish final version of guessing game program. All right. Oh man, we did it. 2 hours for how many lines? We spent 2 hours writing 40 lines of code. Rust better be worth this. Rust, it better be worth all this trouble. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. That was fun though. That was fun. All right. Enough programming. It's time for FM. It's time for the FMing to begin. Let me get my stuff here together. We'll play 1 or 2 games, then we're gonna call it quits. I gotta go to bed. Must go to bed. Oh man. Oh man, transition. There we go. I forgot to transition myself out. Looking at my Streamlabs. You're all on my stuff. But yeah, the game does know. It's funny because like clockwork, every time I've had a striker or some sort of big player move to another team and the divorce was acrimonious and it was full of bile and anger and anguish. I mean, they're missing training, they're causing trouble, they're getting on my nerves, and then they move and then they get broken. I don't mind that at all. I don't mind it at all. I don't mind it at all. I don't hate it. Let's look at our schedule real quick. What's next? So we got to take on these guys. And they are third. These guys are going to be rough. Let's get our scout report. Let's check out our staff real quick. Who is the best staff of them all? Judging player ability. Jev Debt. Mr. In Debt. Yes. Missing training, getting tattoos, getting haircuts, breaking quarantine, just being a general malcontent. Just causing trouble. And it's funny though, because here's the thing about Arsenal. The thing about Arsenal, I'm an Arsenal fan, you guys know this, whatever. Here's the thing about Arsenal. Arsenal fans are bad. Specific Arsenal fans are bad. Not every Arsenal fan is bad. Specific members of the Arsenal fan community are just bad people. And here's how you know. They're so desperate to stoke so much antagonism because they know it drives content and clicks. Yes. AFTV. So bad. DT. That guy, DT. 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 Mr. I beat my wife in prison. DT. That son of a gun. Arsenal finished. I mean, he's speaking about the club so bad, you think he's like an opposition guy. Arsenal's finished. Wenger is gone. He's done. Done. The club is ruined. My life is terrible. My car's out of gas. My toilet's clogged. Da 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 da. Like, I mean, I'll admit it. I love watching that stuff. Just melting down. And the thing, here's the thing. They're bad, but also their suggestions to fix the club are also bad. For example, when Arteta was appointed, I had an open mind. Of course, like a lot of people, I was like, hey, you know what? We're a big club. We need a big manager. But I was realistic. because what sort of big club manager wants to come to Arsenal? Who wants to come to a fallen giant? The only trophies we had recently was the FA Cup. That's it. We're basically a Europa League team masquerading as a title challenger. It sounds like Mesut Ozil. What? Oh no, my drainage clogged. Time to call soccer match. Yeah, Sam Allardyce could do a job. And it's funny because I think Arsenal fans were spoiled. They had a taste for success back in the 90s and early 2000s. They had a taste. And then they never came to grips with the actual state the club was in, financially and competitively. They never came to grips with where we were. We were not a big team. We were a team with a good past. You got to rebuild the team, which is what Arteta was tasked with doing. And it's funny because I was not a person who disliked Unai Emery. Unai Emery was a good coach. Although I don't think there's two issues with Emery. Number one, Emery has difficulty communicating his ideas. His ideas are too good evening. His ideas about football, I can't understand what you're saying. Now there's some people, just get a translator. Do not try. I mean, like, okay. The first problem was the communication. He's very much like Marcelo Bielsa. Bielsa has very, very strong ideas about football. He has a pattern of play in his mind. Bielsa does not bother trying to talk English. He says, translator. That's it. Get a translator. Bielsa is insane, but you know what you get with him. With Unai Emery, he has ideas. I don't know what they are. Bielsa, you know what you're getting. Yeah, it's like, okay, I don't know what you're trying to do. I don't know what patterns of play you're trying to do. I don't understand what you're trying to do for the team. Like if you say, hey, you know what? I'm trying to change the way the team plays. We're not going to kick the ball long. We're going to retain possession. It may be risky, but it's a risk that is measured and there's more reward. You know, like, if you could articulate why we're doing these things. All people saw was Arsenal playing differently and not knowing why. And then when it didn't work, they get all mad. So his first problem was communication. Second problem was, I don't honestly think he was backed by the club. I don't honestly think he was actually given the backing he needed to make his success a possibility. People got very angry with the UEFA Cup loss. Sorry, Europa League. They got very angry with losing to Chelsea in Baku, and they blamed it all on him. How about the players? They blamed it all on him. It's not his fault. It's the players' fault. We're not that good. Accept that. So communication and lack of backing. Arteta, I don't know what is up with Arteta. My suspicion, the long-term suspicion I had, real talk, was that Arteta was being groomed to be Pep Guardiola's successor. I thought Arteta wants to be the Manchester City manager. But now I don't know anymore. And the thing is, I'm not saying he would leave Arsenal anytime soon, but I'm like, okay, why would you bring in a guy who has no experience? That was weird to me. So his hiring was a little bit weird. I didn't understand it. And it felt like they gave him the backing he needed, but it's okay. I wasn't against Arteta, but I was like, okay, it's a little bit weird. a little bit weird. Okay, why would you bring in like the bargain option? Why can't you spend money and give us, you know, Fabio Capello? Give us a Rafa Benitez. Give us a name we can trust. Basically, I want to see the intent. I want to see the actual intent this club had. So it felt like initially that the club hierarchy didn't take the appointment of a new manager seriously. I was like, what are you doing? Why are you bringing in this guy who's got no experience? Hell, Frank Lampard, at least he managed at Derby. You know what I mean? It's like weird. So I don't think the club could come out and say, listen, we're going to train this guy to be a manager. We're going to back him no matter what, through thick and thin. So they couldn't say that explicitly. Okay, you guys are being cheap again. Okay, we got all millions of dollars, no money to get a real manager who has had actual experience managing a team by himself. And also bear in mind, he's not a manager, he's a coach. He's not a manager, he's a coach. Exactly. Yeah, you gotta start somewhere, but you know what? This guy's starting from nothing. So Manchester City, I can't argue with the experiences there, but it's like, okay, can we not, you know, like, can we not afford a Max Allegri? Can we not get a Max Allegri? And also, with regard to AFTV, those crazy guys, with regard to them, folks on that show, this is why I say they're bad. Folks on that show were talking the most crazy stuff with regard to appointing a manager. First of all, Arteta loses a couple of matches. Sack him. And then the question becomes, who wants to take over the manager? And it's like, we don't know, just sack him. So they don't think ahead. If you sack Mikel Arteta, who's going to take control of the team? You're saying they're the Borg. They're a hive mind. So that's the first thing. First of all, every time the manager has a bad run of games, sack him. You know, get a bunch of outrage clicks, sack him all day long. Sack. It's like a bet or something. Everyone wants to get in the sack. That's the first thing. They're bad. That's the first thing they would say. Every time the manager has a bad game or a bad run of games, sack him. The second thing were some of the alternatives that they were suggesting. They were saying, okay, sack Arteta. And the question would be, who should replace him? And these guys were just saying the craziest stuff. Mourinho? For real? And the thing is, I like Mourinho as a manager. I hate him as someone who insulted my team. You cannot have a man who insulted my club as the manager of my club. You can't do that. You cannot have someone who insulted my club, a club that I love, and put him as manager because you're desperate. I mean, they were suggesting Mourinho. They were suggesting Pochettino, the manager of Tottenham, to be the manager of Arsenal. They're lunatics. No way. Alexa, office lights red. I mean, just the craziest stuff. Oh, every day, Arteta out. You can't sack the manager every day that you guys have. You gotta get behind the guy. Sacking has to be the last resort. You know why? Because no one wants to run the team. You know what happens? You sack the manager, you get the under 23 manager running your club. They say, oh, Arteta's not good enough to run the club. Sack him. And then you bring in the guy running your under 23 team. They're best friends. What is this picnic? What are you talking about? What's going on here? They are not best friends. We are enemies. Enemies of blood. Because London is red, son. London is red. Don't ever forget it. London's red. We are not friends. We poisoned their lasagna. I know we did it. I don't know, but I know. We poisoned them. We did them dirty. We had to poison them. Had to take them out. We had to poison them. Had to poison them. Had to take them out of contention. But yeah, it's like when Unai Emery was manager, sack him, sack him, sack him. Arteta's disappointed. Oh, he's not good enough. He had a bad run of games. Sack him, sack him, sack him. Arteta had a rebuild job. They were never gonna sack him. Pizzagate, Pizzagate. Here's the thing. I didn't really appreciate Cesc Fabregas joining Chelsea. I did appreciate Cesc Fabregas throwing pizza at Alex Ferguson. I love that. I love that. I love that a lot. I love that. I love that a lot. Because people don't realize how deep the rivalry was. I mean, I love that. I'm playing my guys out of position, man. Arteta was amazing for me in FM01. Oh, that's the thing. When Arteta was a player, I think for Arsenal, we signed him like 3 years too late. We signed him 3 years too late. We got him toward the tail end of his career. We got Arteta too late. I think if we brought him in a couple of years earlier, we might have had a lot more success. But actually, I thought at first for me, if Arteta was going to be a manager, I thought at first he would manage Everton first. And that's what I thought, to be honest. I thought at first if he was going to become a manager, I figured if you're going to be like a I thought at first if Arteta was going to become a manager and was being groomed as such, I figured at first he might end up taking over at Everton because they have like 15 managers every year. So I figured, hey, eventually one of them is going to get fired, and that will be the opportunity for Arteta to take over. I never suspected that he would be a manager at Arsenal for his first job ever. Sorry, coach. He's not a manager, he's a coach. He is a coach, he's not a manager. I keep forgetting that. There is a distinction. But yeah, Arteta was an amazing player. All my guys are getting goal bonuses right now. 5-1. Fatih Shimshak. Who are you, son? He's falling apart. Are you on loan? We should offer you the clubs on loan. I get you on loan, son. I need to get you built up. I need you buff. You rough and buff. I need you ready. Give me $10. $10 a month. $10. Let's study our opponents real quick. Let's see what these guys are about. Let's see what they're about. They are a counter-attacking team. They're comparable to us, huh? They concede more. Goals per game. What is this? Do we not tackle well? So they're tough tacklers. Okay. We should be more clinical. We're the most clinical scoring team. They shoot less, but are just as clinical. They shoot less, but they're more clinical. Wait a second. So low scoring, clinical. Less goals, but clinical. High scoring. What is this? Defenders assisting. Oh, what is this? Highly creative, low quality from play. So Eggman. Oh, this is actually interesting. Eggman and Engine. Mr. Engine, Engine number 9. And Ali. Okay. Let's look at our scoring here. Wait, are these guys actually like Wonder Kids too? Osman Kilic. 13 first touch, 13 dribbling. How many goals he's got scored? He's kind of clinical. Interesting. Got him from Rangers when I was at West Ham with that save. Cool colors, flashing 2D. Yeah, I need to see if I can find some of my old saves. Like, I don't know where their saves are at. I gotta check and see if I have them stored on, like, Steam Cloud or something. That would be kind of cool to, like, actually play, like, an old version of FM. Alright, these guys are the highest average rating. You get Kadioglu. He's not brave, he's not intelligent. You got a sister. He's a goal scorer. What is this guy? Off the ball, vision, passing. This guy is their best player. Top goal scorer. Not brave. You better get that guy. Get him. I forgot he played for Rangers. Forgot he played for Rangers. What do we have here? A club in Series C. That is 13th. Show me the facilities. Terrible. So bad. I gotta find a new job. I need to quit probably. I want to win another title. We gotta rethink some stuff. Who is out here that we can get a job at? There's a job in Turkey I've seen. It was Bursaspor. They are in Turkey League 1, but we're about to get up there anyway. There are a couple of steps above us. There's also Kalamata Olive at the Olive Garden right here. Apply for the sporting. We applied for this job. They didn't take us. I don't think they did. I don't think they turned us down yet. There's no jobs out here. I don't want to play in Greece. I think we're beyond Greece right now. Sansei? What is this? What is Sansei about? San Sebastian? They're in 14th. fired him as soon as they fell into the drop zone. He got axed. I think we might be better than him. Better reputation. I'm not sure if I like this job though. This could be a relegation battle. Might be interesting though. Spain? Oh, they're in debt, aren't they? You guys are in debt. Don't know. Insecure finances. Yes, I thought. I looked at Bushaspor. They're kind of in debt too-ish. But they are... They're only like one league ahead of us. I'm not really worried about them. This was a job I liked. Belish. Because they had a cool logo. And they had, I think they had decent facilities. Yeah, good youth recruitment. And adequate facilities. In Bosnia. I could do a lot with these kits right here. I could do some damage with those. I'd get them a kit basher. Ooh, I get something spicy. I can make a spicy kit for them. I will wait until December probably and see if there's any more jobs kicking around. But yeah, I have some job applications out and about. Fatih. I accidentally threatened Fatih and he was okay with it. Said, hey, I'll sell you. Like, no, I don't want to quit. Hey, I'll sell you, man. He was complaining about game time. I'm like, dude, I'll sell you. No, don't sell me. I don't want to leave. I was like, all right. I apologize. I'm like, okay. Get rid of him. League 2? Maybe. Enver Kaba. Who was this? Denizlispor. He is 1.5 stars. Determined, decisive, decent area reach, good handling, kicking's okay. Reflexes are 13. What? We have plenty of goalkeepers as it is, I think. Let's compare you to one of the young bucks. How about Alper? This guy's green. Alper is blue. No, he's not as good as I thought. He's not as physical. Let's get physical. I want to get physical. Let's get into physical. Let me hear your body talk. I want to get physical. Okay, this kid's been playing in League 2 apparently. Is he a first timer? He's a first teamer, right? I think he is. Are you a first team player, son? This guy's green, this guy's blue. He's less aerial, better distributor. A little eccentric. Not physical. Alper is a physical beast, apparently. Alper is like really far ahead. And a lot of other players at his level. I have enough goalkeepers as it is. Let's move it on. Come on, let's go. One game, then I'll be it for the stream. One game, chat. One game. This might be a tough game, actually, because they're in third. We've lost a game or two. No, what are you doing? Demirch. Demirci is out. How do you pull a thigh after jumping for a header? Ah, my thighs. Tight thighs, deny lives. Okay, let's go to training here. Okay, this guy should be on halfsies. Why are these guys not on halfsies right now? Okay, here we go. Now, since Hakan is out for about 9 weeks with an injury, I'm wondering we should try something interesting. Like, I want to play with like a front three. I need to find players on my team who can play on the wing and or up front. I haven't played with a front three ever. I've never done that. Although we might be able to actually do that because basically we oftentimes have done that before. No one cares about you being unhappy. With the 4-3-3, it's funny because I haven't done it. Like, I saw Stinger's video earlier today about how he played with the front three. He has a regular front three, then he has one defensive midfielder, and he has two wide midfielders. So he scores 5 goals, they score 3. Because the one DM is just overwhelmed. He's flat out overwhelmed. Like legit, he's like overrun. So I don't see the point in that. If I would play with a 3, I'd play with a 4. I'll play with a narrow 4-3-3. But it's funny because when I looked on FM Arena a while back, I was looking for alternative tactics, and it's funny that I accidentally collapsed upon a 4-2-4 myself because I tailored it to the team we played when we first started the save. You saw when we were in Libya, we played 4-2-4, and it worked. Well, apparently that appears to be the common OP tactic, is the 4-2-4. So I find it interesting that I actually found the basic shape that appears to be the shape most commonly used to just score a bunch of goals. And it's funny because I would prefer a 4-3-3 with a whole bunch of strikers versus something with strikerless. Has anyone actually been paying attention to strikerless to know if it's still a thing? Or any people watching this like fans Dick Piano? I think he's a strikerless guy. I don't know whether or not they have coded that out of the match engine yet or not. I hope they have. I really do not like strikerless. I hate it with a passion. Although I have to remember, this isn't actually a game. This is not a simulation. It's a game. And playing with shadow strikers pulls people out of position. It works. I can't knock the hustle. I have to admit, I can't hate it. No. Why do they keep saying this? I do set pieces all day long. This is a lie. This is flat out lies about you don't play set pieces. I set pieces every day on my tactics. I just have never said I just have never been like, hey, I'm gonna promise to leverage set pieces as a actual coaching promise. Oh, non-C. What's going on, non-C? Non-C. There's a job here. What's going on here at non-C? Hell yeah. I'm taking over non-C. Come on. Get me in there, coach. Always read the news feed. Always read the news feed. I don't go strikerless, but I've watched my games and get mad, and recently have tried to put a striker in a true false nine. Strikerless. Ah, have you tried the DLF, Alex? I think RDF Tactics did a series on DLF, or he actually had a tweet about that. I've been using DLFs for a long time. I like them a lot, because they will drop. The false nine didn't seem to work. The DLF might be your move, because they will drop deep for the ball. My 3 striker is with 2 false nines. Really? Have they fixed the false nine? The false nine seemed to drop, but didn't seem to have any output. Man, get out of here. What is this thing about set pieces? That's all I do all day is set pieces. All I do is set pieces all day long. And they're saying I don't use them in my team. This is the lie. This kid is playing where? How's he doing? He's actually kind of growing. He's all right. See if they fixed it. So how exactly did they behave before? Like I tried a false nine. I couldn't really determine what they were doing for me. Like I couldn't really see it. It's like they would just disappear. DLFs, I would see them drop and play with their back to goal. Basically, they would effectively become midfielders. The false nine, I haven't. I should do that. I should probably like get like a test save and just actually just watch false nines move. Like I don't use wide midfielders though. How do wide midfielders move? The closest I've come to a wide midfielder would be I have not played with wide midfielders, and I have not played with a false nine. I've never touched the role. Probably because I've been focusing on narrow formations most of the time. I've not played with a 4-4-2 in a long time, which might explain why I don't know how they work, because I don't use them. Let's get on the praise train. They're like APs on attack. Ah, okay. Now, I have used APs in attacking midfielder, advanced attacking midfielder roles. in positions, I should say. I like APs. Actually, it's funny though. I think we have a tactic. You guys weren't here last night, but I used this tactic to beat a superior team with double APs. It's so insane that this worked. We were so solid. And apparently, since these guys are APs, they attract the ball to themselves. So I had like a very even sort of pass map, I think. This was insane. I don't know why this worked. I think I've been using pressing forwards, but I really don't know what they do. I should check out the false nine. I should do that. Let's do that. I have an offline save. I want to try that. Let's experiment. Let's have some fun. Let's also get on the praise train. Attila. Camille. This guy, he's getting on my nerves. Eggman is not. Eggman, I didn't realize he actually was creating a lot of opportunities for us. Serchan Hashioglu. I'm not giving him a chance. Faik, I need to give him a game or two. I want to give him a chance. Ogzan is not as revolutionary as I thought it would be. Ilhami's been solid, but he's kind of ill-disciplined. He gets cards all the time. Shaheen is a newbie. Don't know what he's about. Bukai is just a squad player, if anything. Sabri John is nobody yet. He's very tall, though. Extremely tall. Nejmi is a malcontent. I don't hear any more music playing. What's going on here? I don't hear any music. I want to hear music. We're gonna go to our thingamajiggy here. Let's get let's get on point. Hassan is a problem. He does not like to be talked to. I want a midfielder. Can you talk to me, son? Yilmaz Basravi. It's actually not bad. By Hassan. Say once a month. Yusuf Harlak. Safa, are you not injured anymore? I need someone stable. Kimball's back, but kind of quick and maybe not helpful. That's enough of the praise train. But yeah, I've been using APs on the wing. I've not played with any of the systems that might require wide midfielders or false nines. I think I've been kind of limited in that regard. It felt like luxuries to me. Like when I think of false nine, I think of Barcelona, and so I say, hey, I can't have someone I trust to play false nine. I'll just get like a pressing forward and advance forward, or I'll get a target forward and just lump balls over the top to him. Because in my mind, I think a false nine would be a false nine. I think I liked because I did attempt a tactical recreation of Pep Guardiola's 4-4-2, where he has double false nines. Alexa, office lights red. Alexa, office lights up 20%. Yeah, so the way he did it was he had no strikers. He had midfielders that were attacking in nature. So he said, hey, you know what? He put them up top and made them false nines, and basically would flood the midfield. Which was kind of cool. Oh, no, this is the wrong thing. They think I'm playing this. No. No, we're playing this, son. No, we're playing this. Yes, I mean, go score. Yeah. You need someone superlative. You need someone who can lead the line. And that was the problem, though. Like, I defaulted to like two strikers because they're both bad. So I figured two bad strikers is better than one bad striker. Yeah. Geraldo and fitness test. We don't care about you. You are not fit. Let's go to our tactic. Let's get Engin out. Who is ready to go? Where's our boy? Where's our boy at? We're missing someone. We are missing someone. We are missing someone. Ah, Muhammad. Where's Muhammad at? Muhammad is not here. He's injured. Oh, that's why. I was like, what's going on with him? Like, we're missing someone. I was like, what's going on here? Okay, Engin will get in for this kid right here. Kadir will go up here. Our deep line guy. But Kadir is kind of short, isn't he? Who's quicker? Kadir is 13-13. Sefa is what? These guys are short, aren't they? These guys are tiny. Why are you so tiny, man? Don't be so tiny. Tiny. And we're missing someone else. Yusuf Parlak. Tufan. He's 6 foot. Who's the tall guy? Where's the tall kid? We had a tall kid. We had a tall something. We had a tall somebody. Wait, I'm getting here. What are you doing? We had someone in here. Who was it? Sabri-chan. Was it you? This is the 6'4" kid. Yeah, okay. Yeah, right back. Serkan up here. We have a left back and a right back. Center backs galore. We need central mids. We're missing central mids here. We don't have a lot of them, do we? Yusuf Parlak. Batuhan. Ahmed. Okay, Yusuf might need somewhere on the bench. How about Serkan? Okay, I think it's good enough. That's good enough. That's good enough. Show me the changes here. Berkan. Nejmi, screw that. And fight. No. We're not doing that. They're saying Hassan is not as good as Berkan. He's 6'3". No, I don't like that. I like this better. I like this better though. Although I think he's more of a destroyer. He's not really he's a defender. I don't think he can pass that well. His passing's not that good. He's a destroyer. Yeah, you're a destroyer. You're not a creator, you're a destroyer. Now, Engin is... Oh, he should be inverted, definitely, without a doubt. You gotta fix that for you immediately. I think we're good. Let's go attacking. Let's go positive first. Let's set up a prediction chat. This will be your chance to win some channel points. If people don't believe in me, should never, ever, ever, ever. This is broken. What's wrong with this last prediction? That's the wrong prediction. We're gonna prediction will be the result against Balıkesirspor. We got 10 minutes. We're gonna do this. Okay, let's go to our tactics. Let's see what we have here. So this guy's a little tired. I'll get into him. How quick is he though? Is he quick? He's decently quick. Push him onto his left foot. Push these jokers and these guys onto there. Don't do all this. You don't know what they're about. They trigger a press on this guy. We're gonna give you the business. We're gonna give you the full package right there. You get dribbling, push him onto his right. Who else is any good? We've got good fullbacks, I think. Center backs are good. The fullbacks are okay. 6.68. What's up with this guy? He's kind of quick. He's very quick, actually. Let's never tight mark him. Push him onto his left foot, though. Hassan, how are you? Looking a little drunk there. A little drunk there. Tackle him hard. Push him onto his right foot. Because why not? Goalkeeper, give him the business. He looks a little tired. I don't know what their team is doing that only a couple of players are a little bit out of it. That's strange. Let's also look at their midfield again. I don't trust that. Let's see. Their midfield is okay. Not brave. This guy is aggressive, though. What's this guy? Hakan. Hakan's kind of beastie. Push you onto your left foot. Harun is... Tackle him harder. He's also not playing with a good left foot. He's aggressive, but not brave. What's their composure like, though? Composure is what? His composure is 6. Hakan's composure is 8. I'll press these guys. Why not? Why not? They are driven by vengeance. Especially the defenders, apparently. The defenders remember what happened to us. The defenders knew what happened. No. False 9 is awesome, but not easy to play. Big boys have to play target men who hold the ball up. False 9 can attack on the fly, pass, and run. Really dictate tempo to the false 9. That's what I thought. I figured I would need, like, a superior player to do that. It felt like a false 9 would be like not a luxury, but more like a player I would need to have certain attributes to make it work. Like, in my mind, I always liked the idea of playing with like attacking fullbacks, but I don't have. I want attacking fullbacks that can cross. Oh! But the problem is, they can't cross. A lot of them have like decent pace, but they can't cross. Oh, Kadir, what are you doing? Get that ball off of him. What are y'all doing? Good cover, Shadow. What are y'all doing? You're letting them dribble past us. It's an own goal. These guys are dribbling past us. That's an insane own goal. What are you doing? That has to be the crazy own goal. That's a crazy own goal right there. And that's their fullback too, huh? Berate these guys. What is going on here? What is going on here? Get rid of that. I don't know what's going on there. Press these guys. Take that out. Take that out. Left. Engin! Oh, no! What are you doing? All right, Noah, take care, man. It's good to see you. I'll see you probably tomorrow or today. I'm not sure what day it is, though. That was really bad defending right there. That was some really bad defending right there. Ali, dude. Thank you. Kadir's helping you out. Jeez. Kadir's got to help you out. You suck. Free kick. Is he onside? What is that? What are y'all doing? Hit the target. I gotta do target practice on you guys. We gotta practice shooting. For real. Y'all forgot how to score. Oh! They forgot how to score. Okay, demand more. We're gonna change something. You guys are gonna go this way. We're gonna draw them out. Oh my God. My center backs are messing up right now. Are you not onside? Oh! Hassan's getting on my nerves right now. Yes! As soon as I say that, as soon as I say Hassan's getting on my nerves, that's what. How's he offside? What? Hassan's getting on my nerves. First of all, no more set pieces. Just go. Shoot on sight. Let's try that. Why not? Hakan getting injured was a bad thing. Because he's one of our best strikers. Sorry, best wingers. You're marking the wrong guy, dude. I gotta get rid of this guy. I need a new fullback. I need a new fullback. He's free. He's free. He's free. He's free. He's free. Set him free. Oh, he almost missed it too. That's right. Now we're gonna do some changes. I want you over here, son. We're gonna go Mazzala. I want you to press. Let's try false 9. Why not? We're gonna try false 9. I don't care. Let's see what it can do. What can he do over there? Too late. Look at this XG. This is insane. This is insane. They have had no XG and scored a goal. They have not had a shot on target. They have not had a shot on target. Anyone to get rid of. Let's go to tactics. Let's look at someone who can play on that side. Bukai, no, I don't want to do you yet. Who else? No, I need the heading. Shaheen is defensive. Let's let it ride for a second. Let's let it ride for a second. Put you on an attack duty. Put you roam. Okay, we're gonna do that. We're gonna focus play down that side of the pitch. We're gonna see how that works. I don't trust Ali. He's our on loan left fullback. I don't trust him at all. Let's go back to positive. Let's not get too crazy. But I think the fact that he didn't defend well meant that that fullback could get all the way up there and like whack that ball against our center back without too much resistance. No. Oh. Yeah, their poacher is like a mess. Demand more. Sefa! Pump the iron. Pump it. Pump it. Pump it. Give it to them. We owe these guys. We owe them. We owe these suckers right here. Praise. Also, I want to try something. No nonsense. Pump it up. I want him to do that again. Just kick it long. Long and strong. That's what I want you to do. Just boot it. Boot it. No, what are you doing? No. What are we doing out here? Okay. Pump it. pump the jam. Pump it up. Now your feet are stumping. And the beat is pumping. Get pump the jam. What is that ball? That was so bad. Eggman. Ah, oh, slide it back. No, don't shoot. Slide it. All right, these guys are getting bad now. They're getting bad. Okay. Ali has to come off. Ali was the bad decision. Shaheen is just going to play as a regular old fullback. He can't be attacking like this. Fullback on defend. We're going to bring in Nejmi. Wait. Engin's on a booking. They can play Bukai. Nejmi needs to get some game time. And Ilhami in here. And Ogzan up there. Why are y'all scared? We're winning. Why are y'all are scared? All of y'all are scared. We're at home. Why? We are at home. Are we getting stuck in? What's going on here? Are we we're staying on our feet. Get out of here with that. See, they're liars, man. They are liars. Stop the crosses. They are liars with this junk right here, man. Flat out liars. Hopefully no one gets injured. Don't get injured. Eggman's having a good game. He's showing a little bit of stomach for the fight here. Is he onside? Oh, what? Wait a second. How's that possible? Oh! What? What? He can't touch it because he's offside. What? What was that? Get out of here. This match engine is broken. So he can't touch it. He runs toward it, but he can't touch it because he'll be offside if he touches it. He lets the defender touches it, takes it off of him, and crosses it back to no one. What is going on? What is happening? What is happening? Praise. What is happening with this team right here? Wanna know what's on your mind, girl? Someone on the team has a 5.9 or something. Safa, it's your chance. Finish him off. There you go. There we go. I thought he was offside. That's a good through ball. That's a beautiful through ball. Bang. They are falling apart. I thought he was offside. How close was it? Nowhere near. That left back kept him on. Deft touch. Yeah, Hakan's having a nightmare. Let's hurt him a little bit. Let's hurt Hakan. Hakan needs a little bit of extra special attention. And we are attacking down that side. Hakan, the regen is getting broken. We're breaking him off. All right, screw these guys. We're going attacking. I want some more goals. No highlights. What's going on here? I need a new left-sided center back because these guys are a little bit sus. They're a little sus. A little sussy sus. Don't let him score. What are you doing? Don't let him score. We got 4. Okay. On the break. All right. That was a interesting kind of interesting game. It felt weird. It's a weird game. It's a weird game. 0 XG for the entire match, but they were giving us grief. And why are these guys frustrated? They gave us grief. Who's watching my team? Who is this guy? And why does he got like a white neck? Who is this guy spotted at my... Who is this guy? What on Yilmaz? Like, he's looking for someone else. He's not looking for us. Sefa has been at the top of his game. Well, this guy, Jemray, is not wrong. Jemray is not wrong about this. Sefa is the guy I thought Kadir was going to be honest. Sefa was the guy I thought Kadir was going to be. Sefa's that guy. Siska Sofia. What club is Hebar? Hebar is in Bulgaria. They are 14th, and they are what? Average. Bulgaria? Maybe? Going to Bulgaria. Never imagined Bulgaria. What league is this though? The first league? Musa Silla. I know this guy. Where do I know you from? Law. Cholet. I know this guy. I know Musa Silla. He's kind of falling off if he's here, probably. Bulgaria, chat? Has anyone managed in Bulgaria? Could do some work on their kits. Also, I don't like this music. Lo-fi. I want some Joby. Give me some Joby. That's too upbeat. I want something a little bit more sinister. I want something sinister. I want a sinister background. I want a sinister sound design to this save. Bulgaria, let's just apply. Let's see what they say. Let's just apply. Why not? Just apply. Why not? We did kind of beat them up, but we should have had more goals than this. Let's go to the press conference. What is this? What is this? They didn't get a single shot on target the entire game. And they're in third. They are in third. Seth is the top of this game. We got 7 matches unbeaten. We have an 8-point gap between us and second place. And we all play the same amount of games, which is great. We can basically mess up 3 matches and we're good. It's about time they gave Sefa his proper due respect. He's been blowing everything else out of here, except for shots on target. We got to work on that. Let's work on your shooting, son. Wait, you're already strong enough. What's this? He's strength. Well, work on his shooting, finishing, technique. Wait, let's look at his progress real quick. I think he's strong enough. I think he's strong enough, isn't he? I think he is. Look at your overalls real quick. Overall is what? The strength is dropped, even though I've been working on it explicitly. It's just weird. I don't understand that at all. Why are you getting weaker? First of all, we're going to change your training. We're going to make you work on shooting, because you apparently are kind of wasteful. All right, let's continue. I think that'll be it for the stream, chat. It's been a vibe. Something different. Programming and then FM. I think maybe we're going to try different languages as well. I think I have a plan for another stream. Back into chatting. Let's do our thing here. All right, then chat has been real. 2 hours of Rust language programming and then about an hour or so of FM. It's been real. Let's find someone to raid. If you're in the chat and you have some points, do feel free to use them to guide the raid. If not, I'm gonna pick someone worthy of my community. Let's also share my socials. Hop in the Discord, say hello. I don't get in that often, so you guys are gonna have to crowdsource your community organization there. What do we have here? We've got, who's out here in these streets? Anyone I know? I think I know we're gonna raid. We're gonna raid, let's raid the Gibb Show. Show him some love. All right, once again, take care. I'll see you guys around.